EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The final week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop. At the 23-yard line. First down at Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 39, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On the draw, this is Henderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
The rookie from Michigan, Quiddy paying first-year dividends with a takedown there.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Wentz. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not get the opportunity?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Throwing is Stafford. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Wentz. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Sebastian Joseph Day
Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun to give to Henderson. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. He completes it to Nelson. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wentz. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 2. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run with Hines. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing is Wentz.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Taylor.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Here's Taylor again.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second and 10.
Again, it's Henderson. Runs through the contact.
Henderson, a first down and more.
And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stafford now to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run once more with Henderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Henderson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down, back to Henderson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Henderson will try and run for the first. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point. On second down, back to Henderson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the 50, it's Stafford. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Stafford on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, Henderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Second and 16. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Now a handoff. Henderson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Indianapolis, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2.